Let's talk about document automations and some of the more impactful and creative things that you can do once you start putting your documents on autopilot. Let's dive in. So from a really high level, document automation is taking data in one place, sending it to a tool that will automatically generate documents for you. Your data can live in any number of places, and the tools you use to generate the documents can be any number of tools, and the connection between, depending on which tools you're using, you've got a lot of options there. So most people think of NDAs, receipts, invoices, transactional documents that need to be created once someone takes some sort of an action. So those kind of go without saying. Those are kind of the bread and butter of documents that are automated, but let's plant some seeds and get you thinking about some more creative things that you can start automating yourself. Okay, so the first one is business cards. Maybe not the most creative thing in the world, but if you've got clients who are asking you to create business cards for them, or you have a company where you are creating business cards for new employees, this is a great thing to automate. Put all your data in Google Sheet or an Airtable, and you can start automating those business cards in no time. Something that I've seen some companies do is they will create a photo wall with images of all of their employees. Similar to the business cards, all you need to do is add a photo field into your Airtable base, and then you can start automating the photo wall for all of your employees. Expense reports. If you are a company that doesn't have a ton of expenses coming in from your employees and a dedicated tool is probably overkill, you can create a simple form where your employees submit their expenses. It automatically generates an Excel file or a PDF, and you've now got your expense reports on autopilot. Images. We can automate YouTube thumbnails. That's what I do on my channel. We can automate open graph images for your website, social media posts. When you automate one image and you send it the criteria for how to customize it, you can create images for all your different platforms, all your different aspect ratios in one fell swoop, so that you don't need to do one by one by one by one. Certificates and awards. If you are a coach or a teacher or an online educator and you need to create some sort of a post-course PDF or image of a certificate or an award, you can automate that. Generally, you just need to know the person's name and maybe a date, so it's really not that hard. It's one of the more simple document automations that we can create. What are things you're sending in the mail all the time? Holiday cards, thank you notes, invitations. Those are things we can automate. And in certain cases, you can even hook up your workflows so that a third-party company will send out snail mail with the documents that you've created. So don't forget about those things that you're actually putting in the mail and sending to your friends and family throughout the year. Now we're starting to get a little bit more complex. We're looking at multiple page documents, and I'm looking at presentations and proposals. So if you've got some company information, some boilerplate, throw that in some slides and then start feeding in the information about your clients and prospects. An important thing to remember here is that you don't have to create a document automation that gets you 100% of the way there and doesn't need to be touched. You can create a document automation that gets you 70% of the way there. And then once it's created, you go in, you add the additional information for your proposal, and now you're done. And it's gotten you 70% of the way there, so you didn't have to do the whole thing yourself. Okay, so here's an idea. What about a client onboarding package or like a client deliverables package? So you create a document automation that maybe for the onboarding, it automatically generates a team sheet. Here are all the people who are going to be working on your project. Here are details about the project. Here's some information about our company. So you could create an onboarding package for your clients. Similarly, at the end of your project, you could wrap it up and have project details, key dates, maybe some cost and budget numbers in there. And so you could automatically generate those. And that's a nice way to put a bow on your project at the end and kind of tie things all together. Okay, we have reached peak complexity. What about automations that have multiple documents included? So for example, an employee onboarding package. Maybe when someone shows up on their first day, they have on their desk printed out a mock-up of their business card so they can confirm all the information is correct. Maybe there's an employee handbook that includes their name sprinkled throughout and a place for them to sign. Maybe there's a team sheet that has information about their managers and their team members and contact information about the company. You name it. You can create a document automation that just goes through and creates all those documents for you. And if you've set it up appropriately, you can make it smart so that it will only include the documents you want to include. Okay, building on our multiple document automations, we've got legal or regulatory packages. So think of a real estate agent and they need to create multiple documents that need to be signed anytime you purchase or sell a home. If you're in an industry like that, where throughout the year you're generating certain documents for your clients that they need to sign, or they just need to be made aware of something, that's even better. You can create workflows that just generate all those documents for you. And now you don't need to create those throughout the year. You can create them in one fell swoop. As you can see, the sky is the limit. There are so many documents that you can create and really put your automation and your documents on autopilot. So you can stop focusing and spending time on the mundane little documents that you're creating, and you can start focusing on the things that actually move the needle for you. So if you are interested in learning how to create document automations like you've seen in this video, go check out NoCodeCollab.com. We have a course all about document automation, and we walk you through how to create documents just like this. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and head over to NoCodeCollab.com where you can sign up for our document automation course.